Retrorealms Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead. These are actually two games. This is a collection of games that I only recently became aware of just randomly looking through new game pre-orders on Amazon a few weeks ago. And I saw the screenshots of the game and I was like, this looks like something I'm going to be into. I immediately pre-ordered the game, the physical copy, not really knowing too much just by looks alone. I mean, kind of, that's the old school way, you know, back in the day, that's what you would do. And that's kind of the way this game looks. It's kind of 16-bit, you know, platforming, hack and slash style game, very retro. You know, it's Retrorealms. So yeah, I jumped into it. And then to my surprise, I got like an unsolicited email with some, review codes for the game to check out. And that's what we're doing today. I did really enjoy this game. Two games. It's two games. Like I said, it's Halloween, and then it's Ash versus Evil Dead. But I really like the presentation here and how this works. It's interesting because you have these two games, but the presentation with the Retrorealms arcade, where you walk into this building and there's these arcade machines set up. One is Halloween, the other one is Ash versus the Evil Dead. You could buy each one individually. Like, you don't have to get the package bundle. Like, when I bought the physical copy on Amazon for the Nintendo Switch, I just thought it was like, hey, you got both games, but you could just buy them individually if you get it digital. So there's that, right? But okay, in the arcade thing, you walk in there, it looks like they may possibly wind up getting other horror franchises because there's other arcade machines that look like they're covered, so maybe they'll get, other IPs in the future. That could be kind of cool. But the presentation here, the way they did this, like say you play Halloween and you're playing as Michael Myers. Well, you could also play as Ash if you want in Halloween. That's weird. It's interesting. And vice versa. You could play as, Michael Myers in the Ash versus Evil Dead game. And it changes the actual story. So playing through this game, it's not like you're playing through the movies or anything. It has a unique, narrative going on here with this like overlord in this like shadow realm type thing, this dark realm that's going on with this overlord that's trying to do all this weirdness, bringing all this evil upon the world. And then depending on the character you play, there may be different things that boss is trying to do. The main enemy with the eyeballs all over him is trying to do. And then there's DLC characters as well. There's a couple characters that you get, like if you get the special edition or collector's edition, whatever, it comes with the DLC characters, which there's one for Halloween and then one for Ash versus the Evil Dead. For Halloween, you could play as Kelly Maxwell, and then for Ash versus the Evil Dead, no, I had that backwards. My bad. For Ash versus the Evil Dead, you could play as Kelly Maxwell. And then for Halloween, you have Laurie Strode. And all these characters, they play different, but yeah, their storylines are a little different in each game. And then, like, if you play in a different world, it's a little, the stories are different. Sorry, I'm kind of off the cuff here. I didn't script any of this, and it's I'm recording this at 2 a.m, man. It's crazy. I just finished playing this, and I had a lot of fun. It's action-packed. There's a lot of blood, man. This game, the pixel art style is cool. The music's cool. Playing Halloween with the familiar music and whatnot, and the backgrounds. That's the one thing I got to point out too. Is like the art style and all the detail, the attention to detail is just ridiculous. Like I kept like focusing on things that are going on in the background. Like deadites pulling things apart, zombies, creatures pulling people apart and going crazy in the background. It's like, what the hell is going on back there? Like things that the artists and the developers didn't have to do. But yeah, there's so much like attention to detail. Now I will point out, like, there is a lot of enemies that are reused, recycled, a lot of elements in the game that are recycled quite a bit, And it is a very short game. Don't get it twisted. If you play Halloween or you play Ash versus the Evil Dead, just a straight playthrough, uh, it's a pretty quick game. There's not that many levels. I mean, if you play as Mike Myers, I did notice it's kind of a little slower because each character plays a little different. It seems, you know, the way they fight, their special moves, and even the items in the game kind of change up too. Like the currency will be different depending on the character you play, and even, you know, the world. If you're in a Halloween world or the Ash vs. Evil Dead world, depending on the character you play, the items will change depending on that character. Like their world's items will go into that world for health and currency. As you collect currency, and then you could buy power-ups in between stages. You can increase your health, increase the because when you're in the game, you could be in the normal world, and then you could use like the little eyeball power that you got from the Overlord dude, and switch to the Dark Realm, whatever they call it, and you could switch back and forth. And when you do that, it opens up like secret paths, or sometimes it's actually, you know, shortcuts that you need to go through, hidden paths that you need to unlock in the Dark Realm to actually progress. But sometimes there's secret paths to, you know, find, you know, hidden items and stuff like that, the little trinkets and, you know, collectibles and you know, little rewards and all that stuff. But yeah, you'll collect currency, get special moves that you can buy in between stages, and each character has, you know, multiple save files for each game, so you don't have to worry about that. Thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, so a lot of fun. Each character plays different moves, different attacks, different feel to them, different storylines, different like little twists and weird things that happen. Like if you play as Ash and you beat the game in the Halloween, you know, game, there's some crazy stuff that goes on. Very, very cool and interesting. But it's a short game. But there's a lot of replayability with each character, so that's a pro. Reused characters as far as enemies, it's very short. Those are the cons. The individual games, Halloween and then Ash versus the Evil Dead, they're $25 each. The bundle is $50. The special edition that I saw, or that I pre-ordered, was $80. It was on Amazon. They have it on Best Buy. It comes with the DLC characters, trading cards, a poster, a little collectible 8-inch Michael Myers plush little, you know, character. I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. I thought it was a neat little collector set, and I love these horror movies, and it's that time of year, so I pre-ordered it, you know? But yeah, after playing this game, I still love it. It's really smooth and cool playing it, and the story's neat and whatnot, and the presentation, everything. But it's $25 per game. Yeah, it's very short. It's very short. I don't know. I think it could, you know, subjective. I think the price should have been a little cheaper, to be honest with you. You know, I don't know, but it is a neat idea if they start adding more horror games, and that's what it seems like this company's focused on, is, you know, horror franchises. There's other little things too. You can watch like little documentaries and whatnot when you're in the little arcade thing. It's a lot of cool stuff. If you're interested, check the game out. It comes out October 18th. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. Bye.